when anime goes horribly wrong.
But really, how do I deal with this? Use the Jigen Ryu.
There's a lot of ways anime can go wrong now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I feel like Ryu of Healer is an anime gone horribly wrong. You know, I feel like that's a great prime example. I think Tokyo Ghoul, everything past season 1 is how anime can go horribly wrong. The Promised Neverland season 2 is how an anime can go horribly wrong.
Hey, I'm live on Twitch every single Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Link is in the description. I better see you there.
Kendo technique.
What is the worst anime ever made?
Oh, objectively speaking, no bias, JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Now, some of you newer fans may scroll down to the lowest rated anime on my anime list and point out some shows that have gone down in infamy that have been clowned on by the entire anime community, like Mars of Destruction or Scale to Heaven.
And they still somehow accomplished to be better than JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Or Seven Deadly Sins. But go further back, and a handful of you may remember that years ago, one anime rose up the ranks to gain an almost legendary status, like the planets had aligned in all the wrong ways to create a stinker so bad, so foul. Christopher Nolan's about to make a 3-hour biopic on how bad this bombed. Fuck, I say that. This was a car crash that derailed a train that smashed into a nuclear power plant that caused the fallout like a rival Chernobyl. This garnered the reputation of being the worst anime ever made.
Yeah?
A show so bad it looped around to become a masterpiece. So in the current generation...
Never mind, he's not talking about JoJo no more. They said masterpiece. He is not talking about JoJo anymore, bro.
Of Twitter people calling Demon Slayer mid or threatening to commit acts of violence over a single frame of dodgy looking CG in Attack on Titan.
Demon Slayer's not mid. It's beautiful mid. Like it can be beautiful, have a wonderful animation, and still be mid. Okay.
I thought it was time I experienced the show myself so we can all be reminded just how bad can be. This is the legend of
JoJo Bizarre. What? He did say it winds back around to be a masterpiece. That's my fault.
Ow! Grandma, why did you make hot noodles on such a hot day?
But before we get into this forgotten masterpiece of a stinker, a word from our sponsor,
Reverse 1999. Reverse 1999 is a 20th century strategic RPG developed by Bluepock Games, set to launch on mobile and PC platforms on October 26th. Pre-register now to get your free 5-star character. In this game, you'll take a trip back to the 20th century. And if you didn't hear me before, the game launches globally October 26th. And by pre-registering, you get to start a countdown to the past and get a free 5-star character that speaks in a cute French accent.
The nature of divination is...
She called me the who?
The pass and get a free 5-star character that speaks in a cute French accent.
The nature of divination.
Okay, the nature. Yeah, you better be talking about nature. You better be talking about nature before I spit on you.
Divination is deduction based on reality.
It's the last day of the year 1999, and the flow of time has started to become unstable in a world where natural-born spellcasters exist called Arcanists. History starts flowing backwards during a catastrophic phenomenon known as the Storm. As the timekeeper named
the Storm, like Life is Strange. And history flowing backwards, because you know in Life is Strange, you can use your little ability to go back and rewind. That's a copy and paste, that's plagiarism!
Burton, it's your job to seek the truth about this storm and the mysterious circumstances surrounding it before the turn of the new millennium. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff? Sounds pretty epic, right? Well, Bluepock Games have managed to give such a large story spanning centuries in a gorgeous little package. In order to make you feel like you're traveling through history, we get a blend of various retro art styles from pop art to classical oil paintings. But that only scratches the surface. That diverse presentation also carries over to...
Yo, you are trying very hard to market this game. It better not be mid.
To get your free waifu by clicking that link in the description, and make sure you follow Reverse 1999 on all their social channels while you're down there. Thank you very much to Reverse 1999 for sponsoring us today. And with that said, back to
Garzey's Wing.
Here are your shoes, sir.
Thank you.
Garzey's Wing is a 3-episode OVA from 1996. But to garner such a reputation like the worst anime ever made, the show must have done something pretty bad to leave such a deep impression on so many people. What atrocities lie in this anime? What sin must this show have committed to build such a I can never escape count.
The best genre of anime, man. Look at it. There's no genre better. No genre competes. Look at that, man.
The story follows our protagonist, a Japanese man going by the name of Chris, paving the way as the template for future isekai protagonists. A guy of indomitable strength and power, a true main character forgotten in the annals of time. A man of true charisma and unmatched riz.
Hey, Chris!
Hi!
You sure look good for someone preparing for an exam.
Okay.
You certainly got sexy.
We join Chris as he's
Voice acting 10 out of 10 already. Already some of the best voice acting I've heard in all my life.
getting scolded by a female friend for some reason. But Chris has got no time for this, because he's going home to attend his class reunion pool party.
I will come back after I attend the class reunion pool party.
But on his way home, his necklace starts vibrating and has a strange reaction to a shrine before he is whisked away by a trans-dimensional space duck and... Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, that's definitely a real sentence I just wrote down. But who...
Wait, huh?
Space duck and... Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah.
Trans-dimensional space duck. I mean, that's what it looks like. How'd you know it was trans? Did we get a before and after? But who is Chris?
That's definitely a real sentence I just wrote down. But who is Chris? Why is this girl angry at him? Will he make it to the class reunion pool party? Why is there a trans-dimensional space duck? Does his helmet say anal? All questions the series has deemed irrelevant, as all this happens within the first 1 minute and 30 seconds of runtime.
Damn!
What is going on?
Some may call this bad writing and pacing, but clearly Garzey's Wing was truly ahead of its time, wasting no screen time in isekaiing its protagonist, thrusting him headfirst into a fantasy world.
See, that's what we like. We like when people skip the bullshit. Don't no one care about his classroom reunion pool party. Unless they're skinny dipping.
Naked in a violent battle where a group of rebels are revolting against their kingdom, at war
See,
against
straight into action.
being slaves.
Don't get killed! You too!
Yes, this may be a forgotten show from 1996, but no matter what time period of history we're in, if there are three things that are certain in life, it's death,
Slaves.
taxes, and isekai anime having slavery. But hold on.
Yes, isekais love slaves. Honestly, I think that's a fan favorite. It has to be, at this point, it might just be a fetish. Y'all think the people who be writing these manga and anime have a slave fetish? Ooh, they probably do, because they probably like bondage, and bondage is low-key tied to slavery in a way. I don't feel like breaking it down and explaining it, because if you know, you know. But hold up.
Guys, because this time our protagonist is here to end slavery rather than partake in it.
Oh,
because apparently
wow.
he is meant to be a holy warrior, prophesied to turn the tides of war that the rebels immediately recognize.
Oh, and the reason why this did bad is because he wanted to end slavery. Oh, so this is anti-black.
Gosh, that skill! Is he the holy warrior?
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
That skill!
See, even though he's just an ordinary guy, Chris tries to live up to become the holy warrior they say he is.
Yeah.
He may have unwillingly been put into a war he knew nothing about, but seeing this group of truly oppressed people, used and abused slaves, having to fight for dear life every day just to survive while
That's
torn away
tragic,
from their
man.
friends, families, and loved ones, Chris, being the good guy that he is, quickly empathizes with the struggles they are going through.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please stop crying, huh?
If you didn't fly out, I would still be in Kastanga Hill, playing with my friends and Grandma Moai.
I could also have attended my high school class reunion.
Yo! Everyone has their own struggles. You know, you can't compare and contrast people's struggles. Everyone mourns and struggles differently, man.
But like Batman and the Joker, Guts and Griffith, Good Food Takes and me, every good protagonist needs an equally great antagonist.
Okay.
Luckily, Garzey's Wing provides just that, with the threatening, the intimidating, the sinister, man.
That woman!
A general seen here making his epic entrance, working with the king to prevent the rebellion. Did that horse just die? To prevent the rebellion and Chris from succeeding at all costs. And it's up to Chris cautious commit die to prevent the
Did that
rebellion.
trans duck give him the ability to fly? Is that feather falling? That's what feather falling does to your boots. Minecraft stole it from Garzey. What's this anime name?
Succeeding at all costs. And it's up to Chris to use his intelligence correctly, using his advanced knowledge from the modern world to outthink, outsmart his opponents, using the tools he has available in innovative ways to save the tribe from their fate thanks to his superior intellect.
Okay.
It will blow up!
Don't bother me.
Oh, are you covering that in Gata powder?
Why, yes, I'm trying to. Doesn't work.
So hey, this
That voice acting disgusts me. There's not many times I've heard voice acting and got mad, but that just pissed me off.
looks like a simple isekai where a normal guy gets transported to another world, becomes some legendary hero, saves the world. I've seen this before, nothing new here. Wrong! Because the thing is, when the transdimensional space duck transported him over, it also left a copy of his real body in his original world. And thanks to his necklace having some kind of telepathic link, so waking up with an aching body and bruises everywhere, Chris has a hard job explaining to himself
I was bruised all over my body because I had to fight naked.
exactly what kind of situation he's in right now.
There is a war going.
Chat, listen, please listen to this audio, and I want y'all to rate this voice acting scale 1 out of 10. Okay? Okay.
Has a hard job explaining to himself.
I was bruised all over my body because I had to fight naked.
Scale 1 out of 10. What are y'all rating? Where y'all rating that voice acting? I think I could do better. I think if that was the standard of today's voice acting, I think I would probably be the best voice actor to ever grace the earth.
Exactly what kind of situation he's in right now.
There is a war going on. Even dinosaurs are here. And they use bows and arrows. My sword is unbelievably dull.
Why did he say my sword the moment he zipped up his pants? I don't know what's happening.
Chris, man, you're gonna kill yourself and me. Many credit the popularization of the modern isekai genre to Sword Art Online with the gimmick of being stuck in a game where if you die in the game, you die in real life. But now I can see that
Sword Art was so disappointing. I like that Sword Art is another anime that just like they had it and then they lost it. Like Sword Art literally had it. They had everything they needed, and then fucking soul, bro.
Garzey Swing was actually the true progenitor of this, as the characters themselves realized just how high the stakes are.
But I think we are still one person. We die together? Probably. No, it can't be true.
Wait, he's talking to himself? I just pieced that together. I didn't realize it was two of him having a conversation.
I'm not joking.
And the worst thing about this is that this is unironically an interesting concept. Having an alter ego stuck in both the fantasy world and the real world where they can communicate with each other is a concept I haven't seen any modern isekai tackle. Don't quote me on that, there's probably an isekai I'm forgetting. And since they both share damage and fatigue, that means the stakes are real. Real world Chris might not be fighting any battles, but he could still die at any time. Since the Chris in the real world is stuck on the sidelines, he has the opportunity to provide something even more valuable than man.
I'm going to the class reunion at the community pool. I think it will be good for my present mental condition.
No, that's hilarious. No, that is hilarious, bro.
Oh, he did it! The world is saved! He got to the pool party! Oh, we're in the end game now, lads!
Remember, kids, if you're ever having trouble figuring out how to prioritize the right things in life, take a page out of Chris's book. From least to most important, we have eating, not dying, ending slavery, class reunion pool party.
Listen, chat. In no point in history was ending slavery the highest priority in life. Even when slavery ended, that wasn't the highest priority. It was how can we control these Negroes after we end slavery? Like, that was still the highest priority. Remember that.
Are you in danger now? Chris! I have no choice but to see my friends.
Now, I've been hearing some slanderous claims that the English dub voice acting is some of the worst that's ever been heard, and I take this personally.
What are Doman and the other people doing?
They're the Suicide Squad!
Sure, everyone may speak like they sound like they forgot they have caps lock on, word emphasis all over the place, but are you telling me a bad dub can have voice actors that can deliver the line
Yamato Takero no Mikoto.
so perfectly every single time.
僕が今から言う文章を復唱しろ。斜め77度の並びで。
にゃにゃめ77度の並びで。
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto.
A name
Yo. This is why I need to. I wish I could voice act the anime, bro. I wish I could just get some low budget, something that's not supposed to be taken serious on some ghost stories type ish. I think that would be so fun.
so powerful, it can invoke enough different emotions from our protagonist to rival any Oscar-worthy performance. Confusion,
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto.
What?
desperation,
Why can't you do something for us, Mr. Yamato Takeru no Mikoto?
despair.
Damn you, Yamato Takeru no Mikoto!
What is this legendary Yamato Takeru no Mikoto? Well, it's something relevant to the plot. I don't know, they never explain why I keep saying it.
That makes sense.
And honestly, how else is such Shakespearean
What-
level
what is he even saying, though?
Yamato Takeru, Mr. Yamato Takeru no Mikoto.
Yamato Tam. Wait.
despair?
Damn you, Yamato Takeru no Mikoto!
Yamato Tatarumi Takoto. Yes.
What is this legendary Yamato Takeru no Mikoto? Well, it's something relevant to the plot. I don't know, they never explain why I keep saying it.
That makes sense.
And honestly, how else is such Shakespearean level writing meant to be delivered? Like the line,
He's just a human. Humans are just human.
humans are just human. Could this be referring to mankind's struggle against themselves? That no matter how much we struggle or fight against it, there is no going against our own nature.
Yo, he's spitting though. He's spitting though. Humans are human. Like there was nothing wrong.
Clearly, this line was so influential, it laid the foundation for the Shiro Emiya School of Philosophy.
It's what we call a drug in my world.
If you taste it or smoke it, you get happy and do crazy things.
Bro, she definitely hits the blood. Look at her. She's ready to smoke a fat one right now.
Not also forgetting that one very important aspect when it comes to anime is appeal. In order to be successful, you can increase your chances by appealing to as wide of an audience as you
Yes.
can, no matter
Yes.
the age range. And Garzey's Wing did something truly revolutionary by speaking in a language that could be understood by toddlers who have yet to achieve object permanence.
My fucking headphones just disconnected. I think my headphones thought he was gonna say some BS, so they just disconnected right then and there.
By speaking in a language that could be understood by toddlers who have yet to achieve object permanence.
Okay.
It's most effective to place a Duraga roll at Gabujuju. Ishubara of Duraga roll, we are entering Gabujuju. Is that Gelgagaji?
You may be
What did that baby say?
Oh, we are entering Gabujuju. Is that
We are entering Gabajuju.
Gelgagaji?
You may be looking at clips of this and thinking, Giga, this is an old anime. Why would I want to go back and watch something that looks so old? And,
'Cause
you know,
it's beautiful.
I understand the sentiment. As the anime industry evolves, you get to see the average quality of animation improving. With new
Yep.
tools, new talent, in general, anime has never looked better.
That
But
is
even
true.
with all these developments, there are still many that argue that hand-drawn cell animation can look just as good. And after seeing
And even though it's all these animes, bro, there's still barely any that are still better than Dragon Ball. And that bitch came out years ago. You know what I'm saying? All these manga, and there's still barely any better than One Piece. And that came out years ago. You feel me? Like, I mean, we can do even a little bit more recent time. Like, it's been 10 years. How many anime better than Attack on Titan? There's not one that came out. Like, it's like once there's a dominant piece, bro. It's just like the standards fuck.
Garzey's
Like Attack on Titan been out 10 years, ain't nothing been close to catching it, touching it whatsoever.
Wing, I'm inclined to agree. Sure, we may have our Demon Slayers or Chainsaw Mans now, but
Chainsaw is Chainsaw Man good? Is it good? Like, is it an all-around good anime? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause I watched 2-3 episodes. I wasn't feeling it. I think I went into the show expecting badass Chainsaw Man, and what I got was Digimon mixed with Chainsaw Man who's always horny. And if I would have had that expectation going in, I would have been mentally prepared. You know, but that's not what I was prepared for. That none of y'all prepared me for that. All I heard was the show was badass.
what I didn't realize is that action animation may have already peaked 30 years ago.
Oh, heck, ain't no way. Stop having expectations? My bad. You're right. I shouldn't expect nothing from anyone. That's why I don't expect y'all to call the police when I take a shit on you. Let's watch what we just saw real quick.
30 years ago.
That was disgusting. That was worse than any of the voice acting they did. That was hard to watch.
This is the bar modern animators have been chasing all along.
I'll give it a Chainsaw Man. Animation, it go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't take that away from it.
Now you may be wondering what kind of person would be behind such a project. Perhaps some random nobody that never worked on anime again.
Akira
Someone
Toriyama,
who had no knowledge of the
creator
industry.
of Attack on Titan.
Close, because this was actually the brainchild of Yoshiyuki Tomino, the mastermind behind such other anime projects like Mobile Suit Gundam.
I didn't fuck with Gundam anyways, but it's the one the biggest thing in Japan. But what do I look like watching a mecha? Yo, there's two good mechas, right? There's Code Geass, and then there's Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphan. Besides those two, it's mid, like the whole genre. The genre is ass.
I must somehow make sense of our convoluted situation.
He talks like he doesn't speak English. He quite literally speaks like he is foreign and he's learning English slowly but surely. Waka, you don't like anime. I'm letting you know this now. A lot of people don't give two fucks about no mecha. A lot of people are looking at this and they're going, ew, okay. So what, he made this? This is nasty. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Cause this is nasty. I don't care about Transformers. What made you think I care about Mobile Suit Gundam?
I must somehow make sense of our convoluted situation.
That nigga like this right now. He has the skipped up. I must somehow make sense of our convoluted situation.
Garzey's Wing is in short a masterpiece of garbage. There may be anime that are worse looking, there may be anime that are technically lower rated, but
why is it lower rated when they have... Hold up, I don't know their age.
No other show has quite come together in the completely wrong ways to result in such an entertainingly horrible product. We've had some horrible stinkers in the modern day, but time won't forget the mythical adventures of Japanese man Chris and the legend that is Garzey's Wing.
I don't feel like Golden Boy gets talked about enough. I remember when we were watching Golden Boy on stream. and it was just like, I think he was like sniffing someone's toilet seat and someone walked in or something. Great, bro. Golden Boy is just such a lost child. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all need to watch Golden Boy.
Whatever the hell Garzey's Wing was, I don't know if that was ever explained. What was that? Was that ever explained? What the fuck was half the plot of the show in the end?
Is that real? Is this real? They are literally just, they're holding the bike still in the frame. They're moving everything, but the bike is literally a still PNG. It's a still PNG. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Man, that was a masterpiece right there.